Hi everyone, welcome to Comic Book Corner, and this is your host, Spider Slayer. That's right, guys, I'm back for another comic book review. In today's review, we're going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's right, issue number 7. That's right, guys, issue number 7 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Guys, this series has been phenomenal. Back in the early 80s, we have been blessed with such a great comic book. It was black and white, and it was just a phenomenal book. The drawings were excellent, and then we moved on to the cartoon series, and it gave our characters, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a little bit more of a personality, more of a human-like personality, instead of just killing turtles. And now, after the TV show and the Archie comics have come out, now we have new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles redone from IDW, and Mr. Eastman is on the book, so it has all the great stuff in it. And now you kind of mix the two. You mix kind of the hardcore ninja power battles and the Turtles' personality in it, and you got the best of both worlds. It's just a great comic book in general. I love this series. I don't know how many of you fans are actually reading this, but I suggest you check it out. It's definitely a good title. So with that being said, let's get started with the issue here. Basically what happens in the last issue is that, and I'm going to pull you guys forward here. So basically what happens in the last issue is that, was it Mr. Baxter, right? Baxter Stockman, he's the one that created the Mousers. And old Hob, has to come up with a way to defeat the Turtles. Well, he was the one. They're teaming up to try to stop the Turtles here, and that's kind of like how the last issue ended. So you got to see a Mouser, and you got to see what they look like for the first time in this new series. Now, in the beginning of this particular series, we are in a totally different planet. The planet is called Neutrino. So, and for the first time, we see this mystery character that we haven't seen in the book before. Some of you old fans might know who this mystery character is, but I'm not going to tell you who he is. I'll do the walkthrough, but I'm not going to tell you who he is. I'll show you what he looks like, somewhat. So right here, we see a little bit of a picture of him right here. And he's all pissed off because he's losing his soldiers. And basically, he's working with Baxter Stockman into creating this super soldier so that he doesn't lose the war. And right here, you can see some more of what this character looks like right there. Yeah, you can see him right there. So he's some evil-looking character with some big bad armor, but you get to see a little glimpse of him in the beginning. Next, you see the softer side of the story. You get to really witness the personalities now of the Turtles. And that's what I like about this book so much, because you're really digging into the personalities of each character, and it's appealing to me. And Michelangelo, he was a pizza freak in the cartoon series, and you know what? In this series, he's a pizza freak too. And him and Raphael go into town, and they're going to Rupert's Pizza. And basically, he's showing his brother that he wants to meet this guy, Woody, and he's telling him how great of a guy he is and everything else. And he's like, yeah. So he gives him like this little backstory about how what's it called? How they went dumpster diving for food, and this guy Woody comes out and goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing dumpster diving for food?" And he goes, "Why don't you try some of this?" And all of a sudden, the first love of Michelangelo is pizza, because right down there, right down here, you can see his love for the pizza. He's like, "Whoa, cheesy goodness, dude." You know, so, and the funny thing is when I'm reading this book, I'm basically talking like Michelangelo did in the series. You know, so it's like this guy Woody here, he's talking, right? He's talking, and he's like, "Hey, that's because the Mikester don't know any better." And then, and what's it called? And then Michelangelo will go, "Probably because you put some kind of hypnotic potion in the pizza, man, messing with my mind and my taste buds." Like, that's how I just totally picture Michelangelo in this book based off of the cartoon. So that's, it's just one of those things. He may not talk like that, but he constantly says dude and man and all that other stuff. So meanwhile, back at the lair, basically Donatello and Leonardo are going over the last, of what happened in the last issue about this particular ninja that they saw, and this Foot Clan soldier, and Leonardo basically has all these, questions about everything, and he's not sure how, how does, Splinter know about the Foot Clan, how does he believe in reincarnation, why are we reincarnated and why don't we basically remember any images. And for a brief second it comes to Leonardo that he gets this flash that he remembers this lady, which I think it's his mom. So so that was a little brief description there, but then all of a sudden you get this crazy look on Splinter's face, and Splinter comes and he opens his eyes, and I love his eyes in this comic because it's just big and black, and he opens like, oh, and it's just black eyes, and all of a sudden you get this big huge crash that comes through their lair, and all of a sudden you see the Mousers, they start attacking. That's right, and that's where the action begins. So now you get a nice little backstory here about how April and Casey actually meet for the first time. Well, they're actually, I guess he acquired a number. I don't remember if it was a study partner or something like that. So she's getting trained for self-defense. I think that's what it was. So he's training her for self-defense. You can see here on the page. And then she's going to help him with his studies. So, and you can see there's a little flirtatious energy going on between the two. And they're talking about, how he forgot his pencil and paper last time, and and she's like, "Yeah, that's what you said last time," but she goes, "But don't worry, because I have plenty for both of us in my backpack today, plus my laptop. So get showered, Slugger. We got a paper to knock out." And he's kind of like, "Oh man," and he literally says it right there too. So, man, that was pretty cool. And next along the issue here, you see a lot of battling still going on between the Turtles and the Mousers, and they're just totally starting to get overrun here by them all, and it's just like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And old Hob is down here. He's just like, oh yeah, perfect. It's all going to plan. And just the Mousers, they just keep coming and coming and coming, and basically what the Turtles are going to have to force to do is they're just going to have to retreat. And then after the other two Turtles get their pizza, they're going back home, and they're saying, oh yeah, guys are hungry. And basically here we have our mystery character who I haven't revealed yet, but he's basically talking to Baxter Stockman. He's put together his company, and he's trying to get Stockman to get the mutant super soldier serum so he doesn't lose people. And basically it's Stockman's court. He's coming up with these. The ball's in his court. He's coming up with these excuses of what happened. Things take time. Yada yada yada, and it goes on. Well, next what happens is that our two friends come back, and they notice that there's big time trouble in the lair, and we go on, and basically what happens in the last page, well, I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I did a walkthrough, and I don't want to give away the major last page. But basically, it's a great story, guys, and this is your preview for the next issue. So you can see that they're just getting surrounded here by mousers. But, and that's about it for the issue. And so, I mean, honestly, I give this book a 5 out of 5. I do not see anything wrong with this book whatsoever. For me, there's lots of great stuff in this book, folks. I mean, lots of great stuff. You got great characterization. You got great art. The story is well balanced between, you know, story and action, and there's just nothing wrong with it, and it just keeps you going. It's like you want to read the next issue. Actually, I might be liking this series better than the original series, to tell you the truth. And when I was a kid, I loved the original series. Not the Archie ones, but the first ones, the black and white ones. So yeah, basically a 5 out of 5. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. I'm just interested to see when Shredder comes into play in this whole thing, and what he's going to look like and things like that. And I'm pretty sure that next week we're going to have a micro series of the Turtles, and I think it's Donatello, because we've done Raphael, Michelangelo, and now we're going to do Donatello. So yeah, but for a lot of you guys who haven't, you know, checked out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles yet, I suggest you do. I think they got the first trade out for the first 4 issues, so you guys can check that out and catch right on up here. You're not far behind. These books are $3.99, but like I said, for $3.99, there better be a very good story and very good art involved in it, and this has everything. It's just a well-balanced comic book. So that's all I have to say about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So cowabunga, dude! So until next time, this is Spider Slayer signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care. Bye.